EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Go win him, go win him. 180. Kings. Watch out.
Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Captain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
King. 20.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Still going. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. 54 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Broncos. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
That's the score.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
4 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. To throw is Mayfield. Moving to his right. And that is incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers move out front. It's 9-7.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important. And give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Tyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Here's Nix to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Back to throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down. That's Ibuka in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Baker to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
3rd and 6.
Captain. Oh, my son. Ready. Away. Bombers.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
On first down is Mayfield. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 39 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Mayfield. That one taken in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown Buccaneers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. Here comes second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Bombers.
Throwing is Nix. He connects with Mims. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
He'll try to run here with Harvey. And he will have a Broncos first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on 3rd down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that first tackle, and pick up the first down.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half, and try to build something going into halftime.
Captain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Now, a deep ball looking for Brown.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Oh, my God.
On the zone read, this is Nix. And he will take it in himself. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Broncos 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And it's brought in by Ibuka. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Baker. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. begin on the ground with Harvey. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will up it to a 2-point lead.
Broncos 21, Buccaneers 19.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
180. Hey, alert 33.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for a
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Got a man, it's A.J. Brown, brings it in. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown, touchdown Denver.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Captain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a two-point conversion.
26. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with Irvin. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Baker. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jonathan Cooper. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. They send Evans in motion. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. There's Evans. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Mayfield. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the ground, this is Williams. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 2.
On my set. Ready. Ready.
That's swung out to Harvey. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's knocked out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders had different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
Ready. Ready. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Chill.
Nick's gonna throw for it. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
A pass pulled in by Irving. Into space. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they?
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
27.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Out to his right.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Bombers. Olay. Captain.
Second down, Nix. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. This is fourth down. To throw is Nix. He's going to try it here again. And I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted.